Pyro has a pretty varied pool of melee weapons at their disposal, from damage bonuses against burning players, to speed boost to assist getting to the front line faster, to supporting engineers against enemy spies to help with defense, to slapping people? Yeah, there's certainly a plethora of items for the crazed mumbling abomination. In fact, the Pyro is the only class to have the only straight upgrade from stock, and not in the theoretical the stats make it better way. I'm talking all upsides and no negatives, and that's the 3rd degree. The stats for the futuristic axe are honestly some of the simplistic upgrades to a weapon, and that's all players that are connected via medigun are hit. That means that if you hit the patient being healed, both them and the medic will be hit for 65 damage, or 195 if you get a random crit, and vice versa. As stated before, it's the only weapon of its kind because no other weapon for the Pyro or any other class in the game is like it. The only other weapon that was like it before was another melee, the Solemn Vow for Medic. However, this has since been changed to have a downside. What's strange is that the 3rd degree has never been touched since its release back in the Christmas update of 2011. Is it because it's perfectly balanced and doesn't need a buff or nerf? Well, yes and no. Yes, because the ability added to it is fairly inconsequential in a lot of situations, and no, because the ability added to it is fairly inconsequential in a lot of situations. Wait, yes, that's right, the only upside that it has isn't really a useful addition at all. Think about it. The stock fire axe is pretty bad to begin with, so adding something like this would make sense. However, it shows the lack of usefulness if the weapon hasn't been changed in almost 7 years, proven by the lack of downsides and changes to the weapon. Even if you're in range to use it, why would you? The Pyro has a whole range of primary and secondary weapons that would be more effective. If someone is paired with a medic, the first thing you should do is target the medic, if possible. And while yes, it'll damage both of them no matter who you hit with the 3rd degree, the point still stands. And if you still want to use a melee, there's plenty of better options to use that leave no chance of someone with a brain to use this over any of them. Well, except the hot hand. And besides that, the stat on it is very, very situational. Too situational to be considered anything but bad. Medics are quite a rarity most of the time, and seeing as how the 3rd degree's one and only upside is directed to dealing with said medic more easily, it's just a reskin of stock if one isn't around. And like I said before, even if there is a medic healing a partner, most of the Pyro's weapons are much better to deal with both of them than the 3rd degree. It goes without saying that the main reason this hasn't been touched in so long is because it rarely, if ever, gets anything done or assists your team at all. An example of a situational weapon that is good is the Home Wrecker. Even if your team doesn't have an engineer to assist, it can still be used effectively against enemy engineers' buildings. It's so balanced yet imbalanced that it strikes a niche only the 3rd degree fills. Even so, with all the previous points said, the 3rd degree is not recommended to deal with anyone, even medics. The variety the other melees have make it hard to use the 3rd degree properly or make it useful at all compared to them. I may have complained about the power jack, but that actually has a use which is helpful compared to this. But what do you all think of the 3rd degree? Let me know down below, I'd like to know what you all think of it. It's certainly a weapon I'd love to see get changed, even if it does mean adding downsides, as long as it makes it more useful, like a damage bonus against medics, connected for example. And as always, this has been your Pyro enthusiast BonOakley signing out. See you in the next one.
Ooh, this is some good art. It's so good it's making me hungry for cock waffles. Gimme, gimme! Huh? What? Oh, you're still here. I guess watch another video up there. Now leave me alone. I want some pieces.